I am having like video technical difficulties. I just don't know what to say anymore. I'm disillusioned. I'm a bit distraught. I'm disabled. I'm a bit incapacitated currently. And I just don't know where to go mentally with my thoughts. Think about the past, tell a story. I gotta keep my channel up, you know? I've committed to the dang thing. But sometimes I just want to retreat. I want to say, this is not for me. I'm done telling my story. It's over. But it's not over, really. And do I want to tell my story? I'm just not sure anymore. Does it matter? My story is one of millions of stories, you know, maybe hundreds of millions. All over the world, there are poor widows. There are disabled people. There are people losing their homes, okay? I'm not losing my home. I chose to give it up. I chose to give it up because I believe if I hold on, and it's not going to be easy for me to hold on with what I'm planning, something better is going to come into my life. But better is relative, isn't it? How much better can anything get? There's always going to be, you know, you never really own a property. You don't really own your car. Try not insuring it. See what happens. Try not maintaining it. See what happens. How about land? Taxes. Restrictions. Codes. It's for your protection. Yeah, I know. It's for our protection. Maybe it's for somebody's wallet. I'm not sure. You know, just think about it. What if we just told all the government, go home. We're done paying you. Do you think they'd be out there all altruistic, just helping their community? No, they'd go get a real job. Politicians. Oh, I hate them. I do. I hate politicians, even the good ones. I hate them. Well, maybe not all of them. I think some are there because they do care about their community, and they got to get paid, right? It's just those ones that get paid a little too much and all of a sudden are millionaires by the time they get out of office. How does that happen on like 100,000, 300,000 a year? I don't know. Multi-millionaires, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I know my viewers know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I'm like, wow, life is really unfair, though, isn't it? Yep. And somehow we have to navigate that unfairness. We have to tweak our lives. I need my ice pack closer here. I'm having a bad hip day. Oh, Lord, have mercy, I'm having a bad hip day. What was I talking about? Oh, here I go again. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. This is like the fourth try, maybe fifth. I don't know what to talk about anymore. I'm severely downsizing. I've got stuff up for sale and nobody's, you know, it's probably all going to go to a yard sale. And I'll just blow it out for whatever. I don't want to make the kids lift the furniture though. So maybe, you know, these pieces I was going to sell, maybe I'll just, I don't know. I'll let Maggie pick and choose if I can't get any money for them. I sure could use some money for them. Ah, well. I just feel down. Life shouldn't be this tough. I was talking about, do you ever really own anything? Not really. I mean, at any given time, they can put up your residential taxes. They can put up your insurance. If you've got an adjustable rate mortgage, it's going to go through the roof. And sometimes I just don't want to be a part of that world anyway. I'd rather kind of skirt the edges of society rather than be a part of it. I guess that's really the direction I'm heading in. If I don't have to have it, why pay them for it? Maybe my money could be well spent seeking beautiful places and cooler climes in summer and warmer climes in winter, and I don't know, just living on the edge of society. Getting a van worries me. It worries me that, one, it'll attract too much attention. You know, a lot of rules and regulations are being made about people living in vehicles, specifically vans. I'm just not sure of anything anymore. The price of vehicles are coming down a little bit, and I'm looking out of state as well, and I just missed a good G20 for under $3,000. I would have to flown out to it. They didn't answer me in time, and it sold. I might have bought it sight unseen because, you know, for $2,800, it's like, I'll take my chances. If I need a new engine, well, then it's going to become a $6,000 van. And if I need this or that, it's going to become a $7,000 van, but it still would be under 10, which is kind of where I want to stay. And I don't want to pay 10 for one because it's going to need stuff. I know it is. So I'm just going to keep hoping that I can find an older van with lower miles, under 3,000 or, you know, 5,000, thereabouts. And I keep looking, but it's hard because it's not in Florida. Florida, everything in Florida is triple the price from everybody else. And makes it hard because I'm kind of stuck right now. That's my washing machine. I've been washing laundry for Mike and Maggie. Maggie was sick, and Mike was just getting so stressed and exhausted because he was doing everything. And I said, hey, you know, don't worry about the laundromat. Bring it over here. I can wash it and use my little bamboo dryer. And hey, I'm doing good. I'm on the last load, which is towels, bath towels. And I'll have those probably dry for them by tomorrow evening. It takes a long time right now. It's very humid, and I'm using a bamboo drying rack, you know, and it takes time. So I think my biggest concerns about my moving into any sort of vehicle, one is going to be repairs. Two, gas is scaring me, price of it. And what's three? I know there was a temperature control. That's very concerning to me. I do not do well in heat and humidity, and I can't stay in Florida with whatever I get for a vehicle. And I just got my fingers crossed that I could just find a vehicle by July 1st because I want to run it, try it out locally, just in case I break down. It'd be a lot easier. I know a good mechanic in the area. I need that van by July. So I'm looking for, you know, cargo van. I don't want one of those little teeny tiny, you know, no. If I'm going to go at 15 to 17 miles per gallon, I want the full Monty. Give me some space. I'll find a way to get in and out of it on bad days. I might have to just stay in it on some days because of my back. If I can find a cheap enough campground somewhere else, I may be able to, you know, just stay put and have my running water via their bathroom and a little faucet near my, you know, near my campsite. I'll probably do tent sites. They're the cheapest. And I wrote to Access Health here in Florida. That's the welfare Medicaid. And I said, hey, It's great that you're giving me ongoing Medicaid. I just got a letter in the mail, but I need to know why. Did you deem me disabled? I need a letter stating why. Because I can use a disability designation to get discounts on national forests and state parks, state campgrounds. Some of them actually will give you a deep discount for camping if you're disabled, and I need something that says I am. Obviously, they deemed me disabled because if you're, 63, which I still am until the end of this month, and you have no dependents, no sick person, you don't get Medicaid unless you're disabled. So they just said ongoing from, here on, June on, ongoing Medicaid. And that's going to change once I get the money for this place in my car. No more Medicaid, so I need that note in hand soon. It took them 3 months to figure it out. It's that slow at Medicaid because, when in April everything changed and everyone was dropped, people started scurrying and writing letters and making calls and saying, hey, I want that back. And, and then they have to, Access has to have their people, research and find out if there's any way they can stay on the rolls. I understand, It's really scary in my condition that I'm not going to have any medical from the time I get my check on this and the car gets traded in until May of next year. But I think I can manage because in May of next year I'll have Medicare and maybe I'll have spent that money down that I have. And then I could go on QMB and I won't have to pay that $179, and maybe I could get my Medicaid back at that time. We'll have to see. So yeah, it's a crapshoot for a woman almost 64, living 28% below the 100% poverty guidelines in the United States of America, and about to thrust herself into the street. Hello, crazy woman. Well, I'll tell you something. Florida is a real, without swearing, I don't know what to call it, okay? So I won't call it anything. What's happening here is people are being thrown out of their mobile home parks with no compensation for their trailer. Rents are doubling, tripling in some instances, and I've got that gut feeling. My intuition's never wrong. It's like, get out now. And so I am. So there's insecurity in renting your lot. You own the trailer, which can never be moved. I've been told before by movers, because I was in a situation similar years ago, and I said, it was reasonable back then to move a mobile. It was like $2,000, but they said, we can't guarantee, this could just once we start to move it, it could totally fall apart. That ain't good. And the price of land is phenomenal. And here in Florida, you have so many fees when you go to build. When you go to improve the land, there's all these environmental impact fees. It could cost a fortune. Florida is no longer made for the low-income retiree. It was. It still was in the 90s. I remember. It wasn't that bad in 2008 through 2014. It was still affordable. It's devastating. what's happening, and I do not want to take my chances. Oh, just stay there, stay there. No, no, I have a really bad pit in my stomach feeling that I'm not going to stay here, and I'll walk away from here empty-handed. Do I feel bad that the person buying this may end up that way? Yeah, I feel really, really bad, but you know what? This is survival, and I don't know for sure. I'm just going with my gut. I could be totally wrong, and Happy Days could be here again next year, and will I regret this? No, because I still do not want to put the money into what it needs, and it needs a lot, and they know it. He's a handyman, the guy buying it. No problem, he says. I know how to. He said, I totally redid an RV that was crap in a little park up in Connecticut. And he said, I plan to redo this one, and we're going to just have a place for the winter, place for the summer. I'm like, well, you're in a good park. It's the lowest park rent. Believe me, it is the lowest park rent anywhere in the area at this point, because they're all going up at catastrophic amounts. They're allowed to do it. They can do it at any time. But this guy at least is decent enough to give you a well, I think it's the law. They got to give you 90-day notice. And usually we get it in September, the notice. I won't be here for that notice. I will be gone. And, yeah, there's the neighbor. Oops. The police are going into her house with the neighbor that doesn't live there. Dun dun dun. I can't help it. This is like kind of like CSI or Bad Boys, what you gonna do? I wonder what's wrong. Is it because their dogs are always barking? They have a dog that's blind. She had his eyes removed. Hey, I gotta watch to see what's going on. I'm sorry. Hey, you know, this is entertainment in a 55-plus park. I'll let you know what happened. I'll be right back. They haven't come out yet. They were there earlier, and I had erased the video when they first came in, and I was talking about it. They came to the door, and they waited a really long time. Now, this woman has two little pug dogs, and I know that her place probably should be condemned. She said there's a giant hole in the living room floor, and they've been trying to fix it. She sold a truck so that she'd be able to fix the place, and she started doing that. I just feel really sad. I don't know why these two officers... So the woman next door has the key, and she takes care of the dogs while the two of them are away at work, right? And so they knocked on the door there, and they were waiting, and then they... must have went and got the neighbor next door. How they knew, I don't know. Or maybe they just decided to knock on someone's door. I'm glad it wasn't mine. I'm still in my pajamas, and it's like 10:17. What am I doing? I've been erasing videos left and right. I did one for 17 minutes. I erased that. I did another for 15 minutes. I erased that. Just one of those days. But anyway, I know this has nothing to do with van life, but I'm very curious as to why they're still in there with this neighbor, and who would have reported them? It wasn't me. I haven't heard any dogs barking or anything like that. I don't know what they're looking for. I know that, you know, they're a little sketchy, so God knows what the situation is. But yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm so sorry I'm nosy. I mean, this is happening right outside my window, so it's like, I'm curious. I admit it, okay? This is senior living in a 55-plus park, you know. It's just like when my husband killed himself, everybody came out into the streets. I mean, it's not every day you see EMTs and fire trucks and tons of cops and yellow tape around a trailer. Crime scene. No, ain't every day, is it? So hey, if I want to be nosy, I'm not going to stand in the street, but I do have a very good bird's eye view. My windows are nice and big. I'm sorry. This is just awful. Okay, Nikki, come on, get back on subject. Here they come. What the heck? They've got a stool, a drill, a box of stuff. What the heck? Are they looking for evidence of some sort? Did someone commit a crime? A stool? What the heck? What's happening here? I'm sorry, but I'm going to end this video. I might even erase this one too. No, I just downloaded. This is creepy and very weird, okay? They didn't remove a pet. They just removed some odd items. Excuse me, I'm choking again. I have dry mouth, dry eyes, nosy eyes. I truly hope nobody killed anybody in there. Oh my God. I don't need any more yellow tape in my life. I gotta tell you, there is going to be a great deal of joy when I leave this place. I think the vet next door, who has no electricity anymore, it was going to be $7,000 to fix the line, and somebody told me he gave a guy $4,000 down, and the guy never came and fixed it. And so recently, like just the other day, I saw that he was pulling stuff out of his trailer, putting it on his kid's flatbed. They have like a little pull trailer and a truck, and he was loading up his car too. I don't know if he's gone or what, and just going to abandon it. I just got a really bad feeling about this park. The thing that really gets me is 3 months ago, well, I think it's been 6 now because it was into last year, an old guy abandoned his trailer just a few down from mine. And usually what you see, especially in a market like this, they go in, they gut the place, they redo it, and it's up for sale. Boom, like that. Well, it isn't. Now I think this place next door is abandoned because his POW flags are gone. It's very weird, very strange. I don't know. I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. You know what the beauty of living in a vehicle is? You can just drive away. See ya. Right? So that's going to be the beauty of vehicle life. I don't know what vehicle yet. Whatever the universe drops into my hand, I will be grateful for. I would like some room. It would be really nice if I could sit up in my bed. I would prefer a big van, but I don't know if I should because of gas prices, and I don't know. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I hope to feel fine. Yeah, that's my story for today, and I'm sticking to it. It was a little scattered. I'm terribly sorry about the neighbor thing. They took stuff out of the house. That is bizarre. Clearly, it's evidence. There was a drill, an electric drill. There was a box of crap and a little stool. Maybe she's kicking her boyfriend out. I don't know. It was 2 officers. I don't know what kind because I didn't get out to go look. Oh, I wish I was more social. I could go and, poke at the neighbor for info. That's terrible. Stop it, Nikki. Okay. I'm going. Bye.